Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get your ex back. And welcome back, No Contact Army. Have you been a good little soldier or a bad little soldier? And if you too would like to sign up for the No Contact Army, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button. And to read the No Contact Army manual, go to nocontactsecrets.com, where you can download 2 free chapters before buying the book. And this week I am back with more no contact success stories. I know they're very helpful to help you keep the faith while you're in no contact, because most people who have never done no contact don't believe in it. They don't think it's going to work. And so I have these stories here that will encourage you to stay in no contact and not break it. And hopefully you too will have a no contact success story to submit. So let's get started. The first one says, I broke no contact a few times before, responding to insignificant calls and messages, and it didn't work out. Of course not. So this time he called after day 30 of no contact and I didn't answer. After 2 days, he sent a message that he had been very busy and he wanted to talk to me. I didn't respond. The next day, he texted me again, hoping that I'm doing good, and he wants to talk whenever I'm ready. I didn't respond. After 12 days, he texted me saying that he wants to tell me that he loves me with a heart emoji, but he didn't want to say it in a text. Do I respond, or is that still not significant enough? I would have to know more about the whole breakup. You know, this is the problem. You ask a question like this and I don't know the circumstances surrounding the breakup. I mean, it's good, but you know what? Keep waiting. He keeps reaching out, you keep waiting, but at least you heard from him, so way to go. Next, my ex reached out a few days ago and now we're meeting for the first time in 8 months, and I'm not sure what to think about this, even though I called it. Well, we'll see what happens. Let us know. My ex and I of 3.5 years broke up in late August, but met up since, and she was initially keen on working things out. She even suggested a talk about what can help us in the future. We did that, and I thought it went well. We had a good time together. After, I didn't hear from her for 2 weeks, so I panicked and texted her. No! We had texts and calls over 3 days where she said that we need more time apart in order to not fall back into the old habits. This is why you don't text someone who broke up with you even though you got together, and talk things out, because if they're keen on getting back together, they'll reach out again. So that was a mistake on your part, but at least you found out that she doesn't think that it's still time to get back together. So I told her that if we're going to work on things, we should meet up and do it together over time, and to only get in touch when she wants to meet up. Currently just under 4 weeks of no contact, and I suspect she's dating someone else. The next one is, did no contact for the second time because I screwed up the first time. A lot of people do. And guess what? He asked to get back together after 41 days. Haha, I'm so happy. I'm a different person now. I got my power back. And notice, of course, how the ex reached out, well, close to day 45. It doesn't happen overnight. Okay, I watched these videos and took her advice, meaning my advice, and I did no contact, and now my boyfriend and I are back together and doing better than ever. We're moving together into a condo, and it was his idea. It works wonders if the person really loves you and wants you. They will do anything to get you back. That's right. I was blocked on the day of our breakup through WhatsApp because I kept trying to change her mind and she got mad at me, so she blocked me. I did no contact, and 2 weeks later I was unblocked. But I didn't do anything. She started changing her profile picture, which she has never done before. She ended up contacting me, wanting to get back together 45 days after she unblocked me. So 60 to 65 days of no contact. Yeah, usually when they start changing their profile picture, it's because they're trying to get your attention. And they're hoping that maybe you'll comment on the picture and say, oh, you look good in that picture, or is that a new picture? But don't fall for it. Stay quiet. They got to reach out to you. Even if they unblock you, you still do not reach out. Next, Today, an ex-fling from 12 years ago, which I was very much in love with, but he wasn't, contacted me, and he's saying what a fool he was and wants us to be together. Needless to say, I'm not interested. 12 years? What the hell? What happened? I'd like to hear the backstory on that. Okay, no contact work for me, probably the best advice I've ever been given. She crumbled in 2 days. Well, then it was probably a fake breakup. And now she's saying how much she loves me and she wants to book a hotel together and not be on her phone or anything, but just watch Netflix with me. She also said she wants to spend more time with me, which was the reason why we were falling further apart, because she wasn't. The next one. The first guy I dated broke up with me after 1 month on the phone. He broke up via phone, not being 1 month on the phone, I assume. I cried and told him I have feelings for him, but I didn't beg. I said I understand, I wish you the best. After 3 weeks of no contact, he reached out to get back, but that same day I met someone better. So I told him, sorry, I'm already talking to someone else, which is the guy I'm recently doing no contact with. I've done no contact with my current boyfriend for so many times. He keeps reaching out after a month or 40 days, but he doesn't do anything. After a session with you, Lucia, you gave me the advice of ignoring him till he sounds desperate, and it was working. I didn't respond to his messages for a few days, but one day he sent me something about his dad's health condition, and I responded. He disappeared again. I'm back in no contact again. I do have feelings for him, but I know I am not depressed and anxious about it anymore. No contact helps a lot, especially when I was working on myself and still working. That's right. While you're in no contact, you can't just be sitting there waiting to hear from them. You have to work on yourself, on how you feel about yourself, your self-concept. Next, no contact worked on my ex 4 times. Damn. Why did you have to do it 4 times? We never got back together officially, but it was basically that without the label. She asked me a couple of times. I said I wasn't ready, and she kept leaving again. First time it took a week, second 2 weeks, third 5 weeks, fourth 3 weeks, and now it's been 3 months. But I see she now moved into an apartment across the street, which I hate because we see each other often. Every time she came back, she cried and asked me why I didn't call her first. Do I even care? Told her she said she wanted to end it, so I was giving her what she asked for. Exactly. And exactly, that's what their thought is. Like, I broke up with you, but why aren't you calling me? So you got to teach them that, listen, if you break up with me, then you're the one that has to reach out. I'm not reaching out to you. They expect you to, but don't do it. The next one. 2 years ago, my boyfriend of 2 years broke up with me. I was devastated. I listened to a YouTube coach who said to write a short goodbye letter, like an acceptance letter. I was devastated. Didn't work on myself, just completely went downhill, but I did what the coach said, and 30 days in, sent a small text with a picture of me looking gorgeous and like I was having fun. He came back in 2 months, but I never worked on myself and never heard your videos. Uh-oh. We know where this is leading. So I took him back without asking the right questions. She's referring to my video about the 6 questions to ask an ex when they want to come back. So 2 years later, he's gone again. 75 days, absolutely no contact, and I don't expect to hear from him. Why? Because the first time he came back, I was just a backup option. It took me until now to figure it out. So I'm listening to you now, and so now I know that I'm not to reach out no matter what. People, please don't be so desperate that you lower your value. He didn't value me because I didn't put value on myself. Taking him back last time without putting in the work into me and our relationship made me a low-value woman, so he treated me like one when he walked out this time again. Now I'm picking up the pieces and trying to move on one day at a time. My love to all the people hurting right now. Aw. The next one. He reached out multiple times. I didn't respond. Very happy with my decision. There is no greater answer than silence. Next, my ex dumped me 6 months ago, and I saw your video on no contact, and damn, I didn't contact her for 6 months, and one day she sent me a text and she came back into my life. A guy that was on and off knew that I was so into him. One day, I woke up and blocked him, and I never said a word. After 4 months no contact, he was begging me to take him back, and I never did. It does work, but it takes time, though. Next one. I must tell you that the whole 45 to 60 days no contact does work. Really? I didn't know that. Yesterday, at day 45, my ex called me at 10 p.m. with obviously nothing significant, not even a voicemail. Therefore, I did not pick up. The truth is, she moved in with someone else, and I was recently informed about it. Curiosity led me to her page. I viewed it privately, though. She posted a picture of them out, which confirmed to me that either she did that to make me jealous or she truly moved on. Either way, not my business. I was sad, of course, but I knew if she moved on that fast, she may not have cared enough for the relationship, nor her own grieving process. Next one. Yes, I ignored a guy after he wanted to basically keep me as an option. Anyway, we started a collaborative playlist on Spotify, and since I had blocked him, that was the only way he could reach out to me. And a month later, he added a bunch of Take Me Back songs. Oh, I love it. So I unblocked him on the chat, and he messaged me to continue our relationship. Yes, a guy's interest will make him do all kinds of things. Well, a person's interest, not just a guy's interest. And let's see, I have so many more. All right, I'm just going to read a couple more and save the rest for another episode of No Contact Success Stories. Okay, this one says, after 5 years no contact, a marriage and a divorce for him, he returned with, "Hey, what's up?" I told him there were no flags, balloons, or champagne waiting for him. Can you imagine? After 5 years, all he has to say is, "Hey, what's up?" Get out of here. You did not lose anything there, girl. And then finally, the funniest one ever, short and sweet. He said, "I got my six-pack back, but not my ex back." Haha. So my question for you is, would you rather have a six-pack or an ex back? Put that in the comments. The way I'm feeling right now, I think I'd rather have a six-pack. How about you? So, if you would like my help personally to help you navigate through no contact and become a success story and get your ex back, you can contact me at theartoflove.net, and we will send you the rates for private coaching. If you're listening on YouTube, remember to like, subscribe, and share. If you're listening on iTunes, I would appreciate if you would rate and review the podcast. And finally, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.